Alright, as you just saw, I mounted up the plate that I need to lift the motor with, and then I also took off the oil pan because this oil pan is far too big to fit in the under the subframe of the 370, so it just doesn't sit far enough back to clear that back portion of the subframe, so that's why I had to do that. This test fit is going to be for header clearance, and this side I'm not worried about. The driver's side I am worried about not hitting any part of the engine bay but the steering rack, so we'll have to see when we get there, and then I'm gonna measure my clearances for an oil pan and see if I can go ahead and purchase some sort of oil pan. And then there's small amounts of adjustments that can be made to these motor mounts. They can slide kind of, I would say, like half an inch. They have like half an inch of room to move back and forth, like that, maybe even an inch. So I got to see where that needs to sit, and that might make the difference for the headers. And then I'm going to take this bracket off, which I believe is for the air conditioning. I'm not running AC or power steering on this motor, so all I need is an alternator, which I'm going to be putting down here with an alternator bracket, so I can go ahead and take that bracket off just in case for some reason there's any issues that can come off. So here we go. Okay, first of all, that went way smoother than I thought it was gonna go. The motor mounts, dang, that's bright. Let me lower that down a little bit. There we go. The motor mounts, I didn't really have any issues lining them up. Now, it's not completely centered, but I had to make my way around the steering rack. Shockingly, this exhaust fits around the steering rack at all. Now, I know there's one thing that I can do make it fit even better. There's a little tab on each side of the block that's hitting the headers, and I think that would give me like another 1/4 inch or so, which is kind of what I need. But I mean, there's no binding in the drivetrain. That sits in there really nicely. I'll be able to make measurements for an oil pan and everything. I mean, golly, that gets me excited right there. I'll be able to check the oil pan clearances. There's room on this side. If I cleared out some of these hard lines and maybe put them somewhere else, I'd be able to like get a little bit more room on this side. But I mean, as far as getting the motor in, I am shocked at how easy the motor actually went in the car with the steering rack and everything. I mean, God. It was just like boop, and it didn't take me any time. I did it by myself, no hassle. That's crazy right now. I guess I better measure some clearances, but dude, I'm so pumped about this. Look at that. Just like it was always supposed to be there.